It is October 30th at the McNeil home. At approximately 8:18 p.m., the phone of Maggie McNeil rings. She sees on the caller ID that it is her speech teacher, Miss Laniza. Maggie remembers the next day a video project is due, and the project was assigned the week before. But Maggie's team hadn't been able to meet during the week, so the planned date of filming was to be Sunday. But you see, Maggie wasn't to be back to Florence from Charlotte till around 2. So at this fateful time of 8:18, Maggie picks up the phone. Okay, I need to answer this.
Hi, Maggie. It's Miss Laniza.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, thank you.
That's good. So, what is this about your video?
Well, you see, I was just freaking out because you said everyone had to be in the video, and when Mara and Madeline just went ahead, I was just like...
Well, now, if I understand correctly, you were out of town all weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I don't know why you were gone, but that doesn't give your team members much help, does it?
Well, I told them I would be back today, and we got back at 2 o'clock.
But Maggie, they told me you wouldn't be back until 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, I told them that, but so just in case, we left early, just so I could get this done. We were even with family.
Maggie, you need to communicate. We just can't read your mind. There's a reason why I assigned this as a group project.
But Mrs. Laniza...
Don't interrupt me, Maggie. What I'm trying to say is that communication is everything. Waiting until the last minute simply isn't an option.
Please just talk to my mom. Mom, this is my speech teacher, Mrs. Laniza, and she's yelling at me about how this video is due tomorrow.
Maggie, stop being ridiculous.
Miss Laniza, you are making me so irritated.
I'm sorry, Maggie. It's your own fault.
But what about Chandler? He just gets to do everything he wants, doesn't he?
Chandler contacted me at the beginning of the week to tell me his conflicts.
Well, if he's not doing it, then I refuse to.
Chandler will be making a video or audio at home, using his family members to display the 3 tones of voice.
Well, what do you expect me to do, huh?
You will have to do the same.
What?
Maggie, you will have to create an audio or video depicting aggressive, assertive, and non-assertive tones.
In this amount of time?
Yes, Maggie.
Do you even know what time it is?
Maggie, either you finish the video tonight and include introductions and what were we talking about?
Conversation stoppers, Mrs. Laniza.
Thank you. Conversation stoppers. Either turn in the video tomorrow or I'll have to deduct 8 points.
But Mrs. Laniza, it's 8:30 p.m.
You are able to take one more day to film. You just will get deducted 8 points.
Oh, that is just not fair, Miss Laniza.
I'm afraid that's your only choice. You can only redeem those points by turning in vocab a day early. But
what?
Maggie, don't interrupt. If I gave you extra credit for turning in vocab 1 day early, then I would have to give the whole class the opportunity for extra credit. And that wouldn't necessarily be fair, would it?
Well, guess what? You're not fair, Miss Laniza. You aren't.
Just use your family members.
But I only have one other one. It says I need 2 other people, 3 in a group. I only have 1 other parent.
Maggie, you can display 2 tones if you are just 1 character.
You know what? Fine.
It needs to be 8 to 15 minutes, but for small groups, I'll let you get away with 5.
5 minutes? Ugh. You know what? Thank you, but that is so hard and long. I just don't know how I can do this.
It is possible, Maggie, to do 5 minutes. And knowing you, it will be more possible than you know.
Yes, ma'am. And I have to include all that stupid stuff in Chapter 5?
That stupid stuff will help you in life, Maggie.
Yeah, right. Positive lesson. Logical beginning and ending. Have fun? Lady, you are asking for way too much.
I will see you in the morning, Maggie.
Okay, Miss Laneza, goodbye. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, though, and being patient with me.
Good night, dear.